Here we go.
Here we go. Hey, everybody. How's it going? It's Maria from What's the Story with Maria. We are live. We want to thank our producer and engineer, Jim Bell. He is in New Hampshire running the show on Armed Radio, armeddigitalmedia.com, Armed Radio Global. He is not only doing that, but we want to say a happy birthday to Jimmy because tomorrow is his birthday. And what Leo, what do you got? So it's a big happy birthday to Jim Bell, our producer and engineer who runs the show. Make sure we get on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio in podcast. And thank you for Jim Bell. So happy birthday to Jim Bell tomorrow. It's not today, but it is tomorrow. So whatever you're doing, stop, take a moment and say happy birthday, Jim Bell. And that'll be a good thing. So now we have a great show for you tonight. I have two amazing guests. I have Shannon Rackow and Ben Clark. I literally put them both on the same show because they're two of the sweetest people you will ever meet. And I'm in the mood for really sweet people. What do you think of that? Leo, where have you gone? Oh, there he is.
I'm right here.
Speaking of sweet, could you get any sweeter than Leo Rodriguez?
Oh,
Leo Rodriguez. There he is, Leo Rodriguez, my man Friday.
Oh, wow.
My sidekick, the Ed McMahon to my Johnny Carson, as you have called yourself many times.
The Chewy?
My Chewy to my Chelsea handler. Hey, listen, should we forge ahead into our merchandise right away?
You've got so much to talk about. You've had a big weekend. You've got merchandise. Yeah, let's do merchandise.
Such a big weekend, and I'm going to have an even bigger week because okay, so our first item, which one should we do? The tote bag?
Okay, that's what I had. Oh my God.
Oh my God, how did I know? So here's our first item, $10, folks. What can you get for $10? Half a lap dance, one leg. Go ahead, keep it.
Durable,
washable, durable.
Mm-hmm. You can fit so many groceries in here, you don't even know it.
Thank you. And Leo uses that all the time. Also brings stuff to the kids because he teaches after school programs now.
When I have my Maria on the show, my on the go show.
On the go show. Oh, I love it. Chris Thomas Vincent, he says, Go Yankees, Jim Bell. All right. Listen, I just talked to Chris today. We're going to do a baseball show soon.
I saw that.
Chris, you, me, Anthony Borelli, and we'll get Dana Joel Nicholson, who's a Cubs fan. We all have different teams. So now it's right before the playoffs, and it's really getting down to the wire. The Red Sox have been slipping. Yankees are coming back up. We're going to have so maybe even next week. Let's see if we can get everybody on board.
Now, Dominic has an important question.
Oh, where is he? Oh, there he is. No. Well, let's not, I don't know, not right now tonight, but wait, there may be something coming up. David Slauson, you're the sweetest. He says, no, you're the sweetest, David. Catherine Salvio in Florida. Catherine sent me the funniest text today, just ridiculously funny, with her dog dressed as, I'll tell you later.
Hi,
anyway, Rena Crignali Bergie, hello and happy Tuesday. Chauncey Dandridge. Chauncey from the Stonewall Inn? That Chauncey?
You mean Rena, my reporter on the street?
Yes, Rena is your reporter. You two have been sneaky behind the scenes, haven't you?
We have.
Yes, I know. Now listen, let me just, so merchandise, right?
Let's talk about the apron because that's going to lead us into.
Yes, it is going to need, and keep your ears open, Dom. Okay, so here's our cup. It's $10 also, and Leo has the prototype, so he has the
Leo Vuitton.
Leo Vuitton because it's red. But this would be your cup if you order one. You got a much younger version of me, way younger version of me. And go ahead, keep eating. You can have your nice little cup of tea there.
Your mug on a mug.
Mug on a mug. Tour de force, piece de resistance. Dun 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 is our apron. Now, Leo, let me explain about the apron, and everybody is in on this.
Well, should we show our little thing to give people the idea?
Sure. So this is $25, and it's worth every penny. Go ahead, Leo. Show me what you got.
Show me. Okay, this is something that people started sending.
swing. Apron with nothing else but their birthday suit on underneath. Michael Vaccaro, Will T.N. Hall. Now, the two boys, beautiful, beautiful, handsome, talented boys that I work with at New Dawn Productions. Leo, you know we interviewed them a few weeks ago.
Yes. Those handsome husbands.
Handsome husbands, such handsome husbands. Andrew Hankinson and Thomas Smoker. They said to me, hey, we need to buy some aprons. I said, what do you need two for? I mean, I get, if you want one, you live together, you're married. They were like, we want to be in the calendar. I was like,
oh, yeah.
Calendar? They said, you should do aprons only calendar. So you have to, in order to be in the calendar, you have to wear an apron with nothing on underneath.
It's going to be a 24-month calendar, let me tell you.
Yes, we're going to have to. So there's only 12 months in a year. We already have Will T.N. Hall. We have Michael Vaccaro. And now Thomas Smoker and Andrew Hankinson are going to be in the calendar. If you, Leo, you're cooling yourself down.
I think there's a heat wave in California.
You're flush, Leo.
Woo!
So if you would like to be in the Maria Gentile, What's the Story with Maria calendar, you will need an apron and a birthday suit, and we will figure out which month is who.
Go ahead,
I'm telling you. So this was Thomas and Andrew said you should make a calendar, and I was like, let me run it by Leo. I'm sure he'll love it.
I'm going to keep all the negatives.
Yes, Leo will have to go.
Which is very positive.
Right. And so Dominic, listen, Dominic, you are welcome to take. You're always talking about nudes. Put your apron where your nude is. Yes, Rena is laughing. An aprons only. I'm absolutely submitting. Thank you, Dominic. I think it would be amazing. You wear the caftans anyway. This is an apron. Nothing on, just naked as a jaybird underneath, blue apron.
From what I understand, Dominic loves to submit anyway.
Dominic loves to be naked. I've heard. Jesus. Do you have a senior section? David, first of all, anybody can submit. Second of all, you're so hot. So I don't even listen. I'm considered a senior now. I have my AARP card. We're considered seniors. I'm over, what. So anybody can submit. You have to wear an apron and you have to be nude underneath. You could wear a thong, but I don't tell me that you're actually wearing it. Tell me you're nude. And then, we can, and if you want to theme it, if you're someone that's like, I really insist on being Turkey month, Thanksgiving, then you want to do a Thanksgiving spread, you're welcome to.
Just do yourselves a favor. If you're cooking bacon, don't turn around. So
you can be cooking while someone is taking a picture. We're gonna have an aprons only calendar.
How was New Dawn's?
What, honey? New Dawn.
How was that? How was your weekend?
It was amazing. So New Dawn Productions, which is they were my friends in Massachusetts that we got together, and Bethany Vaughn decided she wanted to put together a show. Hi, Jackie Fornatel, ARP aprons. Yes, Jackie, that's hysterical. But a lot of us have our ARP card. You know what I'm saying? Which means we get free donuts at Dunkin' Donuts when you buy a large coffee. That's all I'm going to say. So laugh at us all you want. I'm going to hang a holiday wreath from my Dominic. Can you? I don't know. I don't like the split. I might have to go to my Facebook page to see my other friends' comments. Oh, I see what you're saying, Rena. I know that's the problem. You know what I usually do, which thank you for reminding me, Rena. I'm going to actually, what I do is on my phone, I have my Facebook page, and then here is the What's the Story with Maria page. So thank you for reminding me. Hold on. And then I can see the comments from both pages. Okay. So here's the deal. New Dawn Productions this weekend. Rena Crunelli-Berge was there with her adorable mailman husband. They were matching. They matched. They didn't mean to, but they had the same color on. They were so cute.
I have a secret to tell you.
Yeah.
You know how you're not supposed to sneak anything into concerts
yes.
and be recorded?
Yeah.
Well, my reporter on the street.
Hey, whoa! Where'd you get that?
I got connections. I got connections.
Rena, you sneaky snake. That's Rena's video.
I love when you sing this song.
Well, it's one of my favorite songs. I did a couple of Fleetwood Mac songs. It's a 70s throwback show. Well, it's called the 70s Nostalgia Show. So I got the Fleetwood Mac stuff, and I love it.
One of the things I love that you guys do is that you sing along with everybody.
Yes.
And that was really.
Yeah, so what's great about this show is it's all 70s music. There's 5 of us, so we each split it up and have about 4 songs. It's an hour and everybody's singing. The best thing with it, Andrew and Thomas are younger than Bethany and I, and they said, oh, we might forget the words and blah, blah, blah. I said, listen, you are not going to believe, even if you forget the words, the audience is going to be singing at the top of their lungs. And that's exactly what it was. Let me see. Dominic said the mailman needs to be Mr. February. Oh my God, Rena, are you hearing this? I think he's throwing it out there for Ron to do an Aprons Only.
Oh yeah,
and he can have his mail hat on. He can have his mail hat and bag on, maybe.
The postman.
Oh my God.
His sack.
The sack. The show was so much fun, said Rena. Yes, it was. And a lot of my 15 of my family members were there. It was amazing. Now, if you missed the show on Sunday and you want to catch it, if you're in Massachusetts, we are doing another show this Thursday, 7 p.m. It's at the Emerson Inn in Rockport. If you want reservations, you can either text me, email me, or you can just email Bethany at the number 4, YOU 2021 at Gmail. That's New Dawn Productions. Okay, enough of that. So that's what's happening this Thursday. Please, if you can make it, if you're in Massachusetts, yes, that's the email to send it to. We sold out on Sunday. So I think we definitely have a few seats for Thursday. That's not as much of a problem as Sunday was sold. But we definitely have a few seats. So if you want to make it on Thursday, let us know. It's a beautiful venue. It's a cash bar, but it's only $20 for the tickets. And you sit at tables and we just have so much fun. And you're going to know every single song.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
I know. I wish you were there, Leo. You would have loved it. And we would have loved it. And we would have gotten you up to sing a song. Okay.
Does that Shannon girl, does she sing songs like that?
Shannon has a stunning voice. Stunning. Like you can't believe how good it is. Is she joining us tonight?
I think she's got her guitar with her.
What?
Guitar? I do. Hi,
Shannon. How are you, honey?
Does it sound okay? I have the headphones.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yes, you do. Sound amazing.
No, I don't play any instruments. Well, there's a keyboard over there and a ukulele that I've picked up once, but I don't play them.
You don't have to play anything. You are perfect. Now, listen. First of all, there's so many things to talk about with Shannon. So many. Welcome to the show. You know I love you. We're friends, and I love you. I think you're wonderful.
I love you. I'm so excited. I've watched this, and now I have the honor of being on.
Well, and we have the honor of having you on. Now, I know that you've been super busy. First of all, we were all stuck during COVID in the house, but we made the best of it. I saw that beautiful video that you made where you were singing. It was spectacular. So I want to just say that. Okay.
Thank you. I don't know which.
You were behind a piano.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about.
Beautiful. So it reminded me how talented you are. Not that I didn't know, but however, you just did something amazing. And let's tell everybody about, you just finished a run.
I did. I just got back on stage. I got to do live theater in Massachusetts. We were performing at the same time.
I know.
We just missed each other by a day.
I drove by you and waved.
You waved, yeah.
Now
I felt the wave.
And the theater tell everybody what the theater was and what the show was and the character you played.
Yeah, so it was Priscilla Beach Theater in Plymouth, Massachusetts. It's small. It's a 246 seat or something theater. A walk from the beach. It's very Cape Codish, so pretty. and it was the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee,
Oh my
which,
God.
oh my God, that's actually from the first production of this that I did. I did this role 5 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, so this photo is from actually 5 years ago,
Wow.
but it's the same kind of, you get the idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a bunch of adults playing elementary school students in a spelling bee and making a fool of themselves and other people.
Well, the original Broadway production was adults as well.
It was, yeah. It's meant to be. You can't really age out of it. It's meant to be played by 20 something, 37 something, 40 something, whatever.
Now,
But it played at Circle in the Square. Yeah.
Does your character do the 6 languages song?
Oh no, that's Marcy. My character that does a song called "Woe Is Me," and she does the entire show with a very intense. That's from the old one too. That's so funny. What do you? Oh yeah, it's so funny. It looks this is from a production in New York 5 years ago. That's hilarious.
And the one that you're doing that was it the same cast or different people? Or?
No. Totally different theater company, different people, just same show.
And you played the same character though, right?
And I play the same character. But the character does the entire, it's a short show, it's like 2 hours long, does the entire show with a very intense lisp. And like braids on the top of your hair. It's the least attractive thing I've ever done.
But I thought you looked adorable.
Oh, thanks.
I thought you looked amazing. Let's see what people are saying. The show. Okay. I would just see sometimes they ask questions. Okay. So now you're done with that run. How long was that run? About 10 days?
So yeah. So I was only there for a month and I just got back here Sunday night. And then I'm going back there in another month to do the Addams Family musical.
Oh my God. Okay, so tell us the dates of the Addams Family musical because my family's in Massachusetts.
Oh my God, I have to update my website.
But get on it, Shannon. You're a star. You gotta get on it.
That's like an old photo, and it says like this production is postponed due to COVID-19, but it already happened. What a mess. Man, I didn't prepare for What's the Story with Maria very well.
Well, I mean, I just threw it out there at you. I was dying to have you on the show, but I said to myself, I'm going to wait till I wanted you to get back because I knew you were rehearsing and I didn't want to just, throw that at you while you were in rehearsal. And also, you had a great run, you had a good time, but I know you're going back out. So the theater it's in Plymouth, and what's it called?
It's in Plymouth. It's called the Priscilla Beach Theater.
Priscilla Beach Theater. Okay.
Yeah, it's really cute. It's one of those theaters that's like used to be an old barn and was turned into a theater. So there's like a mezzanine, and then it's nice. They did a really good job with it. Wow. And yeah, I had a blast. It was so nice getting back on stage. I sort of panicked before. I was like, oh, this is what's happening right now. They're rehearsing that one.
Oh, okay.
And then Addams Family, if you go to shows.
Oh, there it is.
October 1st through 9th.
October 1st through 9th. Oh, my God. Okay, so Massachusetts people, and you know who you are. Actually, most of the people that are on here right now, Shannon.
Oh, they're yeah.
Raskowski, Rena. A lot of our friends that have popped in are from Massachusetts. So this is the Priscilla Beach Theater, October 1st through 9th. And who are you playing? I think I know.
In Addams, no, probably not who you think. In Addams Family, did you see the musical on Broadway?
No, but I know part because we use it when I teach. We use a lot of the music from it.
Okay, so I'm playing Alice, who is played by Carolee Carmello and then Heidi Blickenstaff on Broadway. And so it's a character. She's not in the Addams Family. The plot of the musical, you know how when it was on TV, there's probably like a different episode and something goes crazy So the gist of the musical is Wednesday Addams, the daughter, has this boyfriend. Oh, that just happened. That's me with the little braids. Wednesday Addams has a little boyfriend, and the boyfriend and the parents are coming over, and she says, now Mom and Dad and everyone, you need to act normal. and obviously that's not what happens.
Right,
But
right,
I
right.
play the mother of the kid, which is this is the first time that I'm playing an adult on stage ever. I think
that
no,
is
second time.
that's hysterical.
Yeah.
Because you are an adult, so you, of course, you could play an adult, but you've played a lot of younger people. Because I mean, you're young and you play young. I mean, your look is very young. So
Well, I'm like 2 feet tall. That's really what it is. And then
Right.
they can't see the lines from on stage.
Well, listen, it with the 2 feet tall works for you. It's working. It's getting you a paycheck. So, right? That's a good thing.
My Roberta just is laughing at me.
Well, first of all,
Our mutual.
is there a better person than Roberta?
She's
MacGyver?
bright red as a tomato right now because we're talking about her live on the
I
air.
love you, Roberta. Go Sox. Roberta and I are from Massachusetts, and we are avid sports fans, and we text all the time about this stuff, about sports. Anyway, so did Roberta get a chance to come see you?
She did. She came with my sister. The first
Ashley,
weekend.
who I talked to on the phone.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
About the because I have friends in England, and so Ashley, who is Shannon's sister, is a teacher, and we got the 2 teachers from the UK and Shannon's sister and another teacher to pen pal. Their class is pen palled. It was amazing. Yeah. They got together, or they'll do it when the September starts.
Right.
So something happened. My 2 favorite people, said Roberta. Well, we love you, Roberta. We're
What
the
did she
Roberta
say? My
fan
2
club.
favorite people.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Oh, there, it's delayed. I see it.
She was amazing. She said, I believe that. I mean, I've heard you sing, Shannon, and you are amazing, but I also saw the pictures and your energy was coming right through.
Oh, thanks, Maria.
So now tell me, what was the easiest part of getting back on stage after all this time? And what was the challenge? Like you said, you had some anxiety over it. Like, so where's the anxiety? Where did that come in?
Well, the anxiety came from a 1.5 years of sitting in my apartment eating chips.
I know.
Yeah. And then being called in to do this thing. And I'm like, do I remember how to conduct myself in a professional theater environment? Like, do I know how to sing anymore? Do I know how to learn? I was just like, of course it was like riding a bike. And then, so on top of it, I was asked to choreograph the show.
No.
So
I did that.
Neither did I.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, I've choreographed for summer theater programs, theater camp, and kids. And so they approached me and they're like, hey, do you want to choreograph the show? It's not a very dance heavy show, but there are dance numbers. And so, of course, me goes straight to like imposter syndrome. And I'm like, I can't do that. But I said yes. And then I had a panic attack. And then not a real, No. And then
I am identifying with everything you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
So first of all, there's many things I want to say because we could talk for days on end, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the imposter syndrome. A lot of people don't know what that is, but we know what that is. So
yeah.
Imposter syndrome, describe it to people that have never heard that, what that means.
Imposter syndrome, I'm not going to do this very eloquently, but it's basically, for me, what it is feeling like I don't belong. I have no business doing what I'm doing. So if I'm hired for a job, I feel like I don't belong or I don't deserve it or I don't.
Even though you have,
I'm not at that caliber. Yeah.
Right. But here's what it is. It really happens to people that are qualified.
Yeah.
And people that are qualified, like we're singers.
Yeah.
We're actors.
Yeah.
So we are qualified to audition, to perform. We've done it a trillion billion times.
Yeah.
But what happens is when that head takes over that says, no, I'm not going to be able to pull this off. Do they really think I can do this? I can't believe this. How am I going to pull this off? And so that's what imposter syndrome is, because a lot of people that are not performers won't know what that is. So is loosely defined as doubting your abilities and feeling like a fraud. It disproportionately affects high achieving people, Shannon, who find it difficult to accept their accomplishment. Thank you, Leo.
Thank you, Leo.
How great is Leo?
Leo's the best, right on it.
On it. So that's what it is. I'm glad we talked about that because it happens to really good people.
Mm-hmm.
And so the anxiety, you're right. And same thing. I laughed when you said the chips because I did the same thing. I actually gained, believe it or not, I gained back all my weight that I had lost a couple years ago, +5. And so same thing with me when the clubs opened back up or when I got jobs, I was like, oh my God. But you know what? We know how to get back there and we know how to.
Well, I don't believe that, first of all. You look wonderful.
Oh, well, thank you. But people are used to seeing me from the head up. But you know what? I'm back on the keto, so I've lost 13 pounds now. So
yay.
I'm getting there.
Well done.
But so the choreographed it and another thing I wanted to say was Tina Fey says say yes when they ask because she gets say yes and figure it out later.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I said yes. Well, I panicked. I said yes. I panicked some more. And then I just hit the ground running. And I was just like, okay, I have to do this. I'll figure it out. And it ended up being wonderful. And I'm like so happy that I did it. So I felt great about it. And it was so much fun. And everyone was happy with the work. And I used to say no to things, or I used to not kind of go out for things because I was like, oh, I can't do a good job. I'm afraid. And like, it just,
you know what always blows my mind, Shannon? I think you'll get this because we know a lot of people like this.
Yeah.
There are so many people out there that are not as talented as other people, but they have so much
proactive and they're confident.
It's mind blowing.
Mm-hmm.
It's and Robert De Niro said that it's not always the best that make it. It's the most persistent.
100%. Yeah.
So he goes, some of the best people end up in the gutter because they don't believe that they're good enough. And so, so we have to act as if sometimes. And it's like, because then we always pull through. We always pull through, you know? And one of the things I've been doing, and it sounds like you kind of did it too, was just, I have to say to myself constantly, stay in the day, Maria. Just stay in your day. Because I will race ahead and panic about like 4 days ahead.
Yeah.
And that's what'll trip me up on today. So, the show is a success, right?
Yeah, definitely. And just to like touch on that, and I think COVID helped this too, like having a lot of time to kind of sit and reflect. And I think for a lot of people, they, for the first time, kind of learned who they were without having all of their identity and validation to be based off of their career, right? Wow. And their work. Yeah. And so it was a time for everybody to just go on pause. There's no work, right? So for some people, it's like their confidence and their validation and everything just comes from like, what am I working on? What's this? How's my career going? And everybody had a chance to figure their crap out without that. And so now, I mean, that plus
you're so right.
That plus some time in New York and just getting a little bit older and things change. But my like relationship with the stage and the industry in general is so different now. It used to be like this unreachable dream because I made it something else. And now it's just like I'm running like my own small business, right? And I am the product, and it's like how I market. I don't know. I hate to make it not an artistic thing. But you're right. But in order to get to the point where you're able to make art, you have to just be like, okay, this is my product. This is how I can make it better. This is how I can market it. And then like, I don't know, that something just changed, and it takes the pressure off.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I'm just able to do better. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it makes such sense. If you look at yourself like you're right, like a business, then it almost it takes you out of the equation. And
all of the insecurity, all of that gook.
It's not personal. You don't take it personally anymore.
Yeah,
I agree.
And
now,
then
I want to also, because otherwise we'll just keep yapping.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
so we'll yap for days. I want to talk about your photography business.
Yes.
Because you
are photography.
An amazing photographer.
Thank you. I am here. If you click on, is Leo on? If you click on indoor headshots, you can scroll through some more, or you can leave that page up. They'll keep flashing.
Okay,
But
so
anyway,
Shannon Rakow,
photography.com.
photography.com, and it's spell your name so they can find you.
SHANNONRAKOW, photography.com.
And
I also have an Instagram and a Facebook page.
Okay. And I'm not just
She
saying this
just
because she's
booked
my friend. Look
she
at
just
the
booked-
pictures.
She just booked 2 weeks ago the Cats Broadway National Tour with that picture. Doesn't she look
Wow.
great? I was so proud of her.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Not with that picture, with her talent, and also the picture.
Of course, but it helps. The picture gets you in the door.
She, with the purple, is about to star in a new HBO show about Julia Childs.
Wow.
I'm so proud of all my friends and clients.
Yes.
Anyway, so
are you still doing that, Shannon?
I am. I worked in the bars for a long time, and I didn't want to do it anymore. Yeah. I just, it's great. I like to sleep.
Yes.
I like to wake up with the sun.
Yeah.
And I like to also act. So in order to do that, I was like, what can I do where I'm still involved in the industry? I'm still surrounded by like-minded people, still making art and being, artistic without kind of like losing sight of the main kind of goal. And it morphed into this photography business, and it's going really well, and it's really fun for me.
And
I'm here for a month. If anybody needs pictures, then I'm gone.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. So you are available for the next month to shoot if people need shots.
Yes.
And they're beautiful. I mean, I saw Roberta's too. Wow.
Oh yeah, she's in the outside ones.
Oh my God, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Oh, now we're gonna pull her face up and admire it. Oh, Courtney.
Yeah.
She was in Great Comet Broadway.
Yep.
All right, let's find Roberta.
Wow, I love this one.
Beautiful blonde with curly hair and blue eyes.
Yes. She's coming. Oh, there she is. Yay, Roberta. How beautiful. You know what else you did, Shannon?
What?
You captured her light, like what is inside her. And that's what I love about this picture. Yes, we know Roberta is beautiful. We both love her. But you captured her essence. That is what makes you a great photographer.
Oh, thanks.
Wonderful. Okay, so here's the deal. We have another guest. His name is Ben Clark. He's amazing. Also, listen, you know why I put you guys together?
Huh?
Because you're both super sweet, and I just feel happy around both of you.
Oh, thanks, Maria. I feel happy around you.
Oh, good. Okay, good. I'm glad I came through. So don't go too far. If you can hang out, I hope you can.
There she goes. Yeah, I can hang out. I'm good.
Okay, you can. Leo will put you backstage again, and then we'll pull up Ben Clark, and then we'll pull you back in about 15 minutes. Is that okay?
Okay. Yes,
and then
I'll
we'll
be
all
here.
be together because he's a wonderful performer too.
Nice.
Okay. All right, Shannon Rakow, everybody. Oh my God, I love her. Woohoo! Wow, talent galore. We have so much talent tonight. Leo, what's happening? Leo is like, you're like a master puppeteer back there.
You know what I'm sitting here thinking is over the past couple of weeks, and just every episode we have something that it's like it's like Maria's master class.
Well, I just am a little nutty, and I love my friends.
You're bringing these people that are, they talk about their struggles and they talk about what other artists are going through, and I'm sitting there and I'm listening to Shannon, and I'm like, it's like a master class, like
Well, because you know what it is? I think that we, as performers, we're thrown into this business. Oh, we choose it, of course, but it's really hard. People don't realize how hard what we do is. And the promotion part of it is the hardest. But we are, I think, pure of heart, because otherwise we wouldn't be performers. And so I think that part of it is so important for people listening to hear, Speaking of pure of heart, from the second I met this gentleman, I knew I was going to love him. And I have never, ever changed my mind about that. Can we pull in Ben Clark? Oh, my God.
Hey.
There's my guy. Hi, buddy. How are you?
I'm wonderful. You?
I'm great, honey. I'm really great. Now, I just quickly want to tell everybody how Ben and I met. Well, Ben, why don't you tell everybody how we met?
Job interview for a bartending gig.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was managing mess hall along with Ree. And we had to hire a bunch of new people. And Ben came in. He was amazing and sweet and kind. And I said he played the guitar. And I was like, oh, my God. The second you left, Ben, I said to Ree, if you don't hire him, I quit.
Ah. Well,
And you
thanks for
can
that.
ask her
That was a
that.
good one to have.
Yeah, I said I'm leaving. I want this guy. I don't care who else you hire. This guy you have to hire because you had the best energy. And then you're from Kentucky, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And we are when I worked there, it was a bourbon bar.
yeah,
So I'm like, he's gonna know his bourbon. He's from Kentucky.
for sure.
And okay, so you have done. So we were talking. Shannon and I were talking about COVID and how we kind of like, kind of had to do other things. You're someone that performs all the time, and during COVID, how did that manifest for you? Did you write? Did you? I know you made videos, right?
Yeah, I mean, definitely wrote a bunch. Kind of, I don't know. I feel like a lot of artists like it was either you went one way or the other. It was either like I mean it was really sad talking to a lot of people that I knew because it feels like when the world of live performance was taken away, like a lot of people like struggled with their identity, and I think I
Mm-hmm.
probably did too a little bit, but I just like dove into the free time a little bit
Yep.
to ignore all the crazy stuff.
Good for you.
So that was good. That was my choice. And yeah, made videos. I mean, working on like three musicals here. Put out two singles with a guy from. I mean, I just kind of like took an opportunity to like do some stuff that had been on the back burner that I'd wanted to do for a while. There was this producer in Los Angeles, a really great young guy who's a guitar player that knew all these people that I knew, and they were all like really great people. So I kind of like Malcolm Gladwelled it and just hit him up and was like, "Do you want to make some music?" And we
Did
put
you
out
just
two
say
tunes.
Malcolm Gladwell?
I Malcolm Gladwelled it.
Oh, because he's one of my favorite authors.
Yeah, and I mean he
It's
always talks
amazing.
about like
Like
you know.
connecting the
Yeah,
dots
so
to
I was
people.
like, all the people that know this guy that I also know are like really great folks, and so
Wonderful.
this is probably a little sign. So I went for it, and we put out two tunes, and then me and my girlfriend came up with like a two-person show. She's a Broadway performer, and we just performed that in Connecticut like last month in this like big 300-person tent that they set up. Did that
Wow.
for 2 weeks, and so made the most of it, I guess.
Now I know that I mean, because I saw them. You have a Spotify. You're on Spotify with your band, right? The Long
Yeah,
Shadows. So Ben Clark
and the
and the
long
Long
shadows.
Shadows.
Yeah,
I urge everybody listening, and because this goes into podcast as well. If you're listening in podcast or watching, oh, there. Okay, thank you for doing that, Leo.
yeah,
I was just listening to it while I was getting ready for the show. It's amazing. You're gonna love Ben's sound. Now, you know what I also love about your sound, Ben, is that when I look at you, you're a sweet guy. You seem very quiet. And then when I hear you sing, I'm like, where the hell did that
yeah.
voice come from? And I love your guitar playing.
Thanks.
So go and check out Ben Clark and the Long Shadows on Spotify. I was
Yeah.
listening to Lemonade. I love that song.
Oh, I'm glad you like that one.
I love it. It's such. I mean, I love all of them, but it won't be long. But Lemonade just makes me happy. It's just
Good.
a positive look at things. Now, did you write that during COVID?
No, that one was a living in Bushwick kind of thing. That was like a living in New York is hard, but we persist kind of kind
Yes,
of
and I love that.
situation. The broke times,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
which
like
we all go
it's
through in New York. Like,
yeah. I mean,
I've,
you and Shannon talked a lot about it, and yeah. I mean, that's just a commonality with anybody who lives in the city. I think you just have times where you're struggling through it, but then you get better at that struggle by like kind of making do with what you've got and getting better at being poor and stuff. It's a
yeah.
good skill to have.
Now, did you start playing the guitar as a young man, like as a kid, or did you pick it up in your adulthood?
Yeah, I played violin like first when I was like probably 9 or 10. I started doing that, like not anything uh crazy, but I mean grew into it. I feel like nobody really knew I had a musical ear until like I got to high school and then realized that some of the stuff I could do was like a little more uncommon than I thought. But I picked up guitar like probably at 12 and taught myself, and then like was like starting to write things at like 14. I'd say.
Wow.
So yeah, half my
Now,
life now.
did you notice a difference with the girls once you started playing an instrument?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
No, that
telling
was.
you, I have friends that have young sons that are super shy. And I
Uh-huh.
always say to them, get him an instrument and you're going to see his life change. All of a sudden, he's going to go from the quiet kid to the coolest kid in school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a whole learning curve of its own. Kind of like bringing your head back to a normal size when all that starts happening when you're a teenager is
Of
a
course.
whole other thing. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So listen, because I'm dying. Will you play something for us so we can
Yeah.
enjoy your beautiful sound? Okay,
Yeah.
everybody, I give you Ben Clark.
Um.
Whatever you
This-
want, honey, you choose it.
Oh, I gotta turn my you know.
Because we want to
spaceship stuff
enjoy your
on here.
voice.
And this too. This is one that actually, like, talking about that bar that we met at.
I was hoping you would do this.
Yeah, I have to, right? Because I
Yeah.
don't know. Because you had that same energy when we first met, and I loved working with you, and it made it. I don't know. You have this like classic timeless feel about you and stuff, and I kind of linked that with the feel of the bar, and I really enjoyed working there for a while, and so yeah, I wrote this song kind of about just the place that people come together to meet and hang out and de-stress. Spent my weekends this entire year inside this place. There's a couple sitting next to me working hard on sucking face. Something in the vibe tonight, everybody's unafraid. Started getting cold outside, so everybody stays till we tell them we are closing, settle up and pay a tab. Don't forget your credit card, grab your coat and call a cab. Pour one out, we're pouring out our hearts. It's Saturday at our little bar. They aged this bourbon for 10 long years. Some guy in a big truck picked it up and brought it here. Traveled from Kentucky so far, so we can have it here at our little bar. Come inside if you wanna party, stay outside if you wanna smoke. The first one's always on me if you let me know you're broke. 'Cause everybody's been there and I have had my fair share of sympathetic alcohol and cheap domestic beer. You better not take your keys out, you're too damn drunk to drive. Better just take the train home, I heard cops are out tonight. You can take your chances, but you won't get very far. They keep an eye on our little bar. Try some of this Sprite, it'll burn you to your bones, but it'll keep you warm on a long walk home. Grab your bag, smile at the stars. They're watching us at our little bar. Everybody's waking up and I'm going to bed. My hands inside my pockets and my money in my hands. It's not for everybody, swinging drinks till 4 a.m. Waking up at lunchtime, going back to bed again. And as I wipe down this counter for the very last time, when someone else's hands are slinging drinks instead of mine, I'll come and see my friends, ask how they are. They'll be hanging down at our little bar. They aged this bourbon for 10 long years. Take a shot and take to dancing. Take your time, forget your fears. Find a friend, figure out just who you are. It's another night at our little bar. Well, another night at our little bar.
so good. I've heard you do that before. You sent me actually.
Yeah.
You sent me a video of that in Facebook Messenger when you first wrote it.
Yeah.
And I think you sent it from mess hall, and I was so moved. I said, because we worked together and
Yeah,
unless
and you left, and it seriously made me so sad. Like
Oh.
but I totally understood. There's a line in that song about like everybody's waking up and I'm going to bed. Like we did the 4 a.m. thing.
Yes, we did.
That is not sustainable. Like,
No, it's not. And you know
can't
what,
do that.
Ben? Absolutely, that's the line. When I hear you do that line, that I think only people that do that understand that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right. It's not easy. It's a whole vampire life, and it's a lonely life, and it's like, but that we're in that life. And it's funny, when I left, I didn't miss the job very much because it was hard.
Yeah.
But I missed you, and I
Mhm.
missed Ree. You were my
Yeah.
two people that I really missed. Not that I didn't love everybody else, but you guys, I would people
Yeah.
that I would talk to a lot.
Mhm.
And so, but that's the connection of these things. There's that. And what I love about the song is it has a great, beautiful country feel. And what I love about country songs is there's happiness, but there's sadness in it too.
Yeah.
And you really, really brought that across, and
Thank
I don't
you.
even
Thank you
drink
so much.
anymore. Like I've been sober a long time, but I love.
I was gonna tell you, I'm actually 8.5 months on that thing too.
What?
Gave it up.
Oh my God, I'm so proud of you.
Feels great. Loving every minute
I'm
of it.
so proud of you.
Thanks.
I'm blown away.
Thanks.
I'm
I
so
think
happy.
of you often with it,
Yep, and like we talked about it a lot. That was something that I haven't had a drink in many 30 years over.
Yeah.
Yes, Leo.
I was just gonna
Was that
continue this
beautiful?
story. As somebody who wrote and tried to capture a bar in a show, in a play, that was like one of the best songs I've ever.
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks.
Leo wrote
It's an
a.
anthem. It's an anthem.
It's
Oh,
an yeah,
good. We're
but it's
working
what
on
it
the
is.
recording for that one soon here.
I can't wait. And what
Mhm.
it is there's this groove. There's this underlying groove that's happening that makes you tugs at your heart, and that's what I just love it. And I love you even more, Ben. That I know that you're on this new journey.
The
Oh,
pace
Yeah.
of your guitar was like the night. No matter what's happening, that beat of the bar is still going. Maria's
Oh, thanks,
serving
guys.
drinks. She's shaking ice. She's still doing, and
Yeah.
that beat was still there. It was a really good song, dude.
yeah,
I
beautiful.
have these weird things that happen sometimes where like I'll write something and not realize like a parallel that's in it, because I just like, if it's happening, it happens pretty quick and stuff. And one of my friends who's also a brilliant songwriter, my friend Ryan Brewer, was like we just send each other demos all the time and stuff. So I sent him that, and he was like, "Oh, buddy, it's really good because it's like You're the Bourbon." And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "You came from Kentucky, and it took you a long time to age into what
That's
you're
what I
doing."
was thinking too.
I didn't
I
think
thought
about
you
that at
did
all
that
when I
on
wrote it.
purpose. I thought you did that on purpose.
Nah, I didn't think about it at all. I was like, "Oh," and he was like,
10 years to age, right? And then because when you say Kentucky, I think of you.
"Yeah."
So isn't that funny?
Yeah,
All right.
I had no intention that, but that happens a lot. Like, and
I
he's
know.
usually the one who's like, "You're a dummy, buddy, but we love each other."
Or it was your subconscious.
I try to stay there. I try not to like think. You get yourself into like a rut when you think about being good.
Exactly
to
what
do-
we were
you just
talking.
have
Right,
to-
we were talking about that with Shannon.
Yeah.
It's for me what I've been doing. Again, like I'll say it again, I've been just staying in the moment.
Yeah.
Or for me, I have to stay in the day. I can't always just stay in the moment. But like just be. I always say this: just be the vessel. If I can say to myself, you come with what you come with, your knowledge, your talent, whatever it is. Just be the vessel. Let it happen, rather than judging yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. This hour is flying by, and we have so much to do still. Hang on there. We got to bring Shannon back on. There she is. So Ben meet Shannon. Shannon meet Ben.
Ben, that
Shannon,
song was awesome.
Thank you.
Wasn't
Your
it?
pictures are amazing. You took pictures of two of my friends.
Oh, awesome.
I went to school with Aaron Newfer.
Oh
and,
my gosh.
Yeah, and I went to school with Cynthia Nesbitt.
Oh, Aaron Newfer was my roommate through the whole pandemic.
Get out of here. So
We
So-
lived together actually for like 2 years, 2.5.
So you
2
live on
years?
the Upper West here.
Well, we moved. So she's shooting her HBO show, kind of going back and forth. We both got our own apartments during the pandemic. So I now live in Midtown and she lives uptown in this huge, amazing apartment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would always see her with the little dog.
Yeah,
know.
Shanti, little Shanti.
Yeah,
Shanti
yeah.
was frenemies with this one.
Oh no.
Frenemies. Oh my God. And I love your cat. She's beautiful.
Thank you. She's everywhere that I am.
I saw
she's
that, and
never far.
She was so happy that you were back from the tour, right?
So happy. So happy.
All right. So now we have to do the food section of our show, which is called Go Ahead, Keep Eating. Leo, well, you know how I am. So we have to do it together. And then Leo, we have a special.
hold on.
Oh, okay. So we have a special listener tonight that took a picture of herself saying, Go ahead, keep eating. And we're going to show her. So let's show her first.
Let me get it. I got it.
Okay. So this is our youngest listener. Her name is Alessia. She is my cousin Jessica's and Matt's daughter. She's 6 months old. And you see, she's saying, Go ahead, keep eating. So she is famous. Thank you, Alessia. Alessia sent this photo in herself. She's very, very smart. So actually, is that hysterical? This little kid is so, first of all, she's so animated. So the whole family's taking pictures of her. But so tonight we're doing it together. We're going to do, so on the count of 3, we're going to say, Go ahead, keep eating. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Go
ahead.
Keep
eating.
So what did I make tonight? Now, you guys might not like this, but this is right up my alley. I've been on the keto because, as I was telling Shannon, I gained a ton of weight in COVID, and then I had to do a show, and I'm so glad. And I said, listen, you're not going to be in that show weighing what you weigh right now. So I went on the keto, and I was able to lose 13 pounds. All right, so I made tonight, and you guys might freak out, but I love it. I made escargot, and I love escargot. So what I did, I sauteed it with Irish butter, truffle butter, pesto, minced garlic, and salt and pepper. That's it. It sounds crazy to you, but I love it. It's one of those treats. And the thing about the keto is that you can have as much protein and fat as you want. You just can't have carbs. So I made that, and I love it. I know a lot of people don't, but okay. What did I make for a salad? I always love a good salad. I think that's one of the reasons that I'm not 4,000 pounds, because I eat salad every day. So I have romaine lettuce here. I have baby cucumbers. My dad, even though he's in his 80s, but he does grow a lot of stuff in his garden. He grew tomatoes. Every Italian man in the world grows tomatoes in August, and women. So my dad's tomatoes from the garden, and Asiago cheese shavings right there. Ooh. I know, right?
Nice.
Smells, thank you. And this makes up for the escargot that most people don't like. I know, the salad. So I'm going to put an aceto di Modena, which is from Italy. It's a beautiful balsamic vinegar that's just gorgeous. It's almost like syrup. And Grimola olive oil, which is like a little smoky, very Italian. And then for dessert, because I am on the keto, I read a lot of my friends are on keto. That's what we never have. That's good. But there's these new bars. These are the special keto bars. And I got to say, this is one of the best chocolates that is not chocolate that I've ever had. And I throw them in the refrigerator. So they're just called keto bars. Genius Gourmet. So a shout out to these people. They didn't tell me to do this. If I like a product, I will promote it.
I'm going to write that down.
Yes.
Keto bars, and they're Genius Gourmet. And I got to tell you, they're very they melt easily. So you got to throw them in the refrigerator. But if you do, they're so amazing, because that's what I miss the most.
I throw chocolate in the freezer all the time. That's
okay,
the only way I do it.
What's your favorite chocolate, Ben?
I like a salted dark chocolate.
You and we liked it. Yep, me too. Mm-hmm. I like dark chocolate too. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing I miss when I'm on the keto. I miss dessert, but there's some really good dessert companies. There's another company called Kiss My Keto that also has delicious chocolate. Yeah, I know.
Hey, what's in the pot?
Oh, thank you, Leo. Okay, so I want to give myself a little pat on the back. So we're talking about being creative in COVID. I started making sauce a year ago. So what it was I was broke, like everybody else, we're in that business. We're in the entertainment business, and no money was coming in. And, we had a little unemployment, but we had to pay our bills, right? So I thought, well, what can I do that I can do in my sleep that really is something that comes naturally to me? And I'm a good cook. So I thought, I want to help my friends too. And I knew that sauce with pasta is a very cost effective. You could really stretch a meal with that. I had a lot of friends that, just were broke. And I'm like, you know what? If I make this and sell it and I sell it very reasonably, they can eat for like literally meals and meals and meals. So that's what I started doing it. And literally it's boomed. Like people love it. So I've been cooking it, but now I'm back to work and I'm so busy. But I made these for my castmates in Massachusetts because I'm going back to do another show on Thursday. And so that is for them. And I left it out because it has to cool.
And there's even a commercial for it, isn't there?
Oh, do you have a commercial for it, Leo?
Wow. Look at this sauce here. I mean, it looks good. The ingredients look good. Everything looks good. The container looks good. Everything looks really nice. But, I don't know. Is it any good?
Is it any good? A fucking face is on it.
I will say I've tried the sauce. It is great sauce, but you have to show do you have a container? It's so cool, your little container.
You know what? I don't have it. I don't have it with because I didn't prepare.
If you look in the top corner, though, sorry to cover your beautiful, beautiful
That's
face
okay,
there,
honey.
But if you look in the top corner, you can see our little.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, Leo actually helped me design those. I just sent him something and he turned it into like this amazing logo. So thank you. Leo, by the way, does my website now. He maintains my website. He does the show, runs the show. He makes all my everything.
But I don't get any sauce.
Because you're in Idlewild, California. How am I going to send you sauce?
Yeah, we already know with the tamale fiasco, so don't send the sauce.
The problem with the show tonight is it was so good that it flew by. So I want each of you to tell me, because I call the show Back in the Groove, because you're both performing again. And we all talked about like getting back out there. So Ben, what would you say to people about getting back on stage, being in your art, and some advice that you could give people that are listening to that, whatever they do creatively? What would you?
I mean, just at all times you have to use it, right? I think it's just about, it can be the most therapeutic thing in the world if you use it the right way. And I kind of said earlier, but I just, reduce the thoughts about quality and reduce the thoughts about other people and other work, because it's okay if somebody else is really good at something. It doesn't mean that your abilities don't have value.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Shannon, what would you like to leave people with?
Oh my gosh. I'll just say that don't take anything for granted. Like, you never know what's going to happen. We just spent a year, we spent all that time in lockdown. We completely lost our industry. You never know what's going to happen. And you know what we turned to during that time? Artists, music, and TV shows and movies, like that's what we had. That's what people turned to. And I'm not saying no to anything else, and I'm not going for anything, because you lose all the chances that you don't take, right? So I've had a lot of reflection time, so I'm just diving on in from here on forward.
I love this. This is great. I want to thank both of you. So I want to thank Jim Bell. He's our producer and engineer. It's his birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Happy birthday,
Jim
Jimmy.
Bell. And I want to thank everybody. Please come back every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. We are here. And now this will go into podcast and Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. I want to thank Ben Clark, Shannon Rackow, Leo Rodriguez, and all of you. Thank you, and we'll see you soon. We love it and appreciate you. Good night.
Yay. Thanks, Maria.